Have you ever questioned why a benevolent, all-powerful God permits the agony and despair that sometimes shadow our brightest moments? In a realm where divine love and infinite wisdom are promised, the persistent reality of suffering and injustice challenges even the most devout hearts. Today, we step boldly into the enigma that has long perplexed believers and skeptics alike, a mystery that interweaves the divine with our everyday struggles. This isn't merely a question. It's a heartfelt challenge urging every soul to confront the paradoxes of faith and human experience. Our journey begins with this piercing inquiry, inviting you to reflect on the nature of hope amid hardship and to seek the hidden truths behind what appears to be an unresolvable contradiction in our world. In the unfolding narrative that follows, you will traverse a tapestry woven from historical events, personal testimonies, and timeless parables that illuminate the profound interplay between light and darkness. As we delve deeper, the story will reveal layers of conflict and revelation that are designed to stir your spirit and challenge your understanding of divine purpose. Stay with us until the end of this exploration, for it is there that the full measure of this mystery and its transformative truth will be unveiled. This journey is not solely about uncovering answers. It is an invitation to embrace the questions, to find solace in the search, and ultimately to fortify a faith that endures even in the face of the inexplicable. The problem of evil confronts us with a profound and personal challenge. It forces every believer to wrestle with the tension between divine benevolence and the harsh reality of suffering. If God is omnipotent and infinitely loving, why does pain and injustice persist in our world? This isn't an abstract query reserved for philosophers in quiet study. It echoes through the lives of those who have witnessed wars that shatter communities, natural disasters that leave hearts broken, and personal tragedies that question the very essence of hope. In the midst of our daily struggles, we are compelled to ask where the divine presence is when life turns dark. It is a question that stirs our deepest emotions, beckoning us to search for answers amidst the chaos. While the mystery remains complex and elusive, our journey through these questions is a vital part of our faith, a call to confront and understand the nature of evil and suffering with honesty, empathy, and a determination to seek truth. This inquiry into the problem of evil invites us to delve into a narrative that is as historical as it is personal, a tapestry woven with the threads of human experience and divine mystery. Each act of cruelty, every moment of despair, challenges the promise of a higher power's goodness, urging us to explore the depths of our own hearts and the annals of our shared history. In doing so, we acknowledge that there is no simple answer, no quick fix to mend the fractures of a broken world. Yet it is precisely in our relentless questioning and the courageous pursuit of understanding that we find the potential for spiritual growth. Stay with us as we continue to unravel this enigma, for in our exploration lies the transformative power of faith, a truth that, while intricate, offers hope and the possibility of redemption even in our darkest moments. In our exploration of the problem of evil, one perspective that resonates deeply with many believers is the free will defense. This view asserts that God, in his boundless love, granted humanity the extraordinary gift of free will, the ability to choose between benevolence and malevolence, kindness and cruelty. Without such freedom, our lives would be reduced to a mechanical procession of predetermined actions, devoid of the genuine love, compassion, and moral insight that define the human spirit. Yet, with freedom comes the potential for missteps that result in suffering and pain. This notion reminds us that every selfless act gains significance because it is born of choice, and every instance of cruelty underscores the heavy responsibility that accompanies our liberty. It is a perspective that challenges us to see the existence of evil not as a failure of divine goodness, but as an inherent consequence of the gift of free will that God so cherishes in each of us. Another enlightening perspective is the soul-making theodicy, which invites us to view suffering as an essential ingredient in the process of spiritual and personal transformation. This approach contends that the adversities we face are not merely random or purposeless afflictions. Rather, they serve as the crucible through which our character is refined. Just as metal is forged into a resilient sword through the intense heat of a fire, our trials mold us into stronger, more compassionate beings. Historical accounts and personal stories alike reveal that those who have navigated profound hardships often emerge with a deeper capacity for empathy, wisdom, and love. In this light, suffering becomes a transformative force. One that, though challenging and often painful, ultimately cultivates resilience and nurtures the growth of our inner spirit. It encourages us to perceive life's difficulties as vital steps in the journey towards spiritual maturity and enlightenment. Yet another profound perspective accepts that the complexities of divine wisdom and the intricate tapestry of God's plan may well be beyond the full comprehension of the human mind. While we observe the presence of evil and suffering in the world, this view holds that such manifestations are part of a larger, mysterious design that transcends our finite understanding. As echoed in timeless scriptures and the enduring traditions of faith, this perspective urges us to embrace the unknown with humility and trust, recognizing that the grand narrative of life is woven with threads that defy simple explanation. Even when confronted with the inexplicable, we are called to have faith in a higher purpose, a purpose that may reveal itself gradually as we continue our journey. In accepting that some mysteries are meant to remain elusive, we find strength in the belief that every moment of darkness is intertwined with a deeper divine plan, inviting us to trust in a wisdom that far exceeds our own. But let's be honest, while the perspectives of free will, soul-making, and the mystery of God's plan offer valuable insights, they are not without their challenges. Many ask, if God is truly all-powerful, could he not fashion a universe where free will exists yet evil is absent? This question resonates deeply, especially when we witness natural disasters and unforeseen calamities that seem to occur independent of human choice, leaving us to wonder how such events fit within a framework that honors both freedom and divine benevolence. Historical accounts and personal tragedies alike remind us that suffering can sometimes appear capricious and unjust, defying the neat explanations of our most cherished theodicies. These counter-arguments highlight the tension between our yearning for a perfectly ordered world and the reality of a life marked by unpredictable challenges. They underscore that our understanding of divine purpose must grapple with the inherent complexities of a universe where human freedom and natural law intertwine, creating scenarios that often defy simplistic reasoning. Yet, embracing these counter-arguments is not a concession to despair, but an invitation to deeper inquiry. Each challenging question enriches our dialogue with God, urging us to explore the paradoxes of existence with both humility and determination. The very act of questioning the coherence between an all-loving Creator and the presence of suffering propels us into a more honest and profound exploration of faith. Throughout history, communities and individuals have encountered these dilemmas, using them as catalysts for growth, empathy, and renewed understanding. Personal stories of overcoming adversity illustrate that even in moments of darkness, there is the potential for transformation and the emergence of a resilient spirit. It is through this relentless pursuit of truth, despite the unanswered questions, that we come to appreciate the intricate tapestry of life. A tapestry woven with threads of pain, beauty, mystery, and hope. Ultimately, our willingness to engage with these challenges is a testament to the depth and sincerity of our quest for understanding, inviting us to trust that even in our most perplexing doubts, there exists a higher purpose waiting to be revealed. For me, the problem of evil has always been more than a theoretical conundrum. It has been a deeply personal journey of confronting both despair and hope. I have walked through seasons where the weight of loss, injustice, and unyielding sorrow seemed to erode the very foundations of my faith. In those moments of darkness, when personal tragedy and the suffering of others created a chorus of unanswered questions, I found myself wrestling with the very nature of divine love and purpose. Yet, in the midst of this struggle, I also encountered profound instances of human resilience and the comforting strength of a community bound together by shared hope. I recall a time when a dear friend's hardship transformed into an opportunity for collective compassion. And it was then that I truly began to understand that suffering, though painful, often carves a path to deeper empathy and a more authentic connection with the divine. Embracing these dualities, I have learned that the true essence of faith may not lie in unraveling every mystery, but rather in the courage to journey through life's trials with an open heart, trusting that each challenge serves as a stepping stone toward a more enlightened and compassionate existence. As we come to the close of this reflective journey into the profound mystery of evil and the divine purpose behind our struggles, I invite you to pause and truly consider the questions that have emerged. What do you believe lies at the heart of these paradoxes? How do you reconcile the existence of suffering with the boundless love and wisdom of a higher power? Your experiences, whether marked by trials or triumphs, shape a unique perspective that deserves to be heard. I encourage you to share your personal stories, your doubts, and your insights, for it is in this honest dialogue that we can all find comfort and clarity. Your reflections, whether they affirm the free will defense, embrace the soul-making journey, or acknowledge the mystery of God's plan, add richness to our collective understanding and help us forge a community grounded in genuine faith and empathy. If this exploration has stirred something deep within you, if it has sparked even a glimmer of curiosity about the interplay between divine mystery and human experience, then please let your voice be heard. I welcome you to join the conversation in the comments below, to ask questions and to share what resonates with your heart. And if you found value in this message, consider liking, subscribing, and sharing this video with friends and family who seek deeper truths and meaningful discussions about faith. Your engagement not only fuels our shared journey of inquiry, but also helps us reach others who are searching for answers. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to continuing this voyage of discovery with you in our next video.